Oh, hi. Out here in a place that I very seldom frequent, which is my backyard. Came across some parsley seeds the other day, and I thought, why not start my own little herb, beginning with the parsley. So I'm going to put a little bit of organic soil in this pot, wet it down a little bit. I made sure I got a pot that had a hole so I could get some drainage in there. Got my little parsley seeds that I'm sprinkling all around. Then I'm just going to top it off with some more soil. One thing I like about growing herbs, you can always bring it in the house, and that's what I plan to do once the weather starts getting cool. But for now, it's nice and sunny. It's going to stay right out back. Put that down. Put a little bit more water down. You ever go to a restaurant and they have parsley on your plate? Now, I don't know if you knew or not, but it's there for twofold. To garnish and to freshen your breath after your meal. So maybe the next time you could try it if you haven't already. So I'm going to put my little stick here. Not that I won't know what it is, but it makes me feel happy when I do. So we'll watch this grow together. But in the meantime, I want to go inside and dissect the pumpkin, get the pumpkin seeds out of it, the puree. Let's see what we can do, okay? All right, everybody. Now I'm in the space that I do frequent often. I am going to cut this pumpkin up, take the seeds out of it so we can roast some pumpkins today. So I like to start with, it's kind of tough, but I like to start with taking the top off. As you can see, I got a wet rag or towel down underneath to keep it steady. I'm cutting my top off because this is hard. All right, now we got that top off. That was tough. I'm gonna lay that to the side and I'm gonna cut off my bottom. Then again, I don't have to because it's pretty flat. So now that I have a flat surface, I'm going to cut this right in half. And the reason why I do it like this is because I just want to take out my seeds. I'm not carving it like a jack-o'-lantern or anything. So I'll just take my fingers and pull out the seeds and put them in some cold water. The cold water will help take all that fiber off of the seeds. And for this pumpkin to be pretty small, it has a lot of seeds in it. So today I'm going to make that savory rosemary and salted roasted pumpkin seed. Okay, now I got all the seeds out of the pumpkin. So now you want to take off all this fiber. Okay, and the cold water helps it do that. And you're going to put your clean seeds into your colander. You don't want to leave none of this fiber on because you're going to roast these peanuts and they're going to go in your mouth and it won't be very appetizing. So let me finish cleaning all of this off and I'll show you the next step after that. Okay, now your seed should be looking like this, and you want to take it over to the water and run it under cold water. Make sure you have all the membrane and all the string off. The cleaner your pumpkin seed is, the better you'll enjoy it once it gets So now, the next step is to put it in some boiling water. You want them to boil for about 10 minutes. The reason being is because we're going to roast these in the oven and you want them to be as crispy as possible. And boiling them first helps to do that. So I'm going to throw away all this and we're going to come back and I'm going to show you what to do with the flesh. Now, remember this that I took the seeds out of. There's still a lot of string in there. It's kind of hard to come out. But after you bake it in the oven, all you got to do is use the spoon and it'll come right up. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of olive oil around the flesh of it just so it doesn't burn. And I'm going to put it down on my baking sheet. You don't have to use aluminum foil. I just did that because I don't like the way my pan looks. So I'm brushing it with a little bit of oil just to keep it from burning or sticking. Putting it on my baking sheet. I'm gonna place it in the oven you bake it like a baked potato. So when you stick a fork in it or a knife in it, if it's nice and soft, then you know it's ready. But it's gonna bake for at least an hour. Okay, now when your seeds, once you drain your seeds from after they've boiled for a while, 10 minutes, you want to just lay them on a paper towel so they could dry. They kind of like to have the tendency to stick a little bit, but if you have time, you could take it all off. Today I'm going to use a rosemary that I chopped up like this, and I'm going to sprinkle that on there. A little bit of sea salt I'm going to put in there, about a teaspoon. A little bit of crushed pepper. And my favorite, olive oil. Maybe about 2 teaspoons. And you just mix this all up together like this. And then you're going to put it on your baking sheet. I got a baking sheet here that I'm using parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, it's fine. You could just put it right there on the pan itself. And you try to make an even layer. Now some might think that this is too time consuming just to have fresh pumpkin seeds, but once you taste them, you'll be glad that you did. So I'm going to put these in the oven for about 20 minutes. Halfway through 10 minutes, I'll check them. You don't want to bake them too long because they can burn and then they won't taste too good. Okay, I'm back. Remember that pumpkin I put in the oven? It's been just a little over an hour. I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove the skin. You could just simply take your fingers and just take it off like so. This is the part that's going to get pureed in my food processor. And remember the flesh that was out there, and I told you all you needed was a spoon. That's all you need. I have the spatula, and I'm just going to take it off like that. It just comes off so much easier once the pumpkin is baked. Okay, little piece that's hard, I'll just take that off, scrape it like this, and I'll just put it right into my food processor. Now, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. If you don't have a blender, you can use a mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can use a plain old, and I forgot to bring it out, potato masher. You know that manual thing that when we were kids, our parents used to use? You could use that. Okay, So I'm gonna show you again how easy it is just to take off this skin. It beats using a knife. It beats boiling it, taking off the flavor, taking out a lot of the flavor. You got all the flavor left right into the pumpkin's flesh. So I'll take this and I'll turn it on high. Check it. It's nice and soft. Let's see. Now this is the puree. You know that puree that you get in the can that people use for their pumpkin pies? This is fresh puree. You don't need the, I'm gonna put it right in here. It lasts in the refrigerator for at least 2 weeks. And I'll just put it right in here. You use this in place of the can. For your pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread, pumpkin cake, pumpkin cookies. And later on in the show, I'm going to make some pumpkin waffles. Okay, so that's all out. And we'll leave this to the side until I'm ready to use it. Remember those pumpkin seeds that I put in the oven about 20 minutes ago? Well, here they are. Rosemary, salted. When you salt your pumpkin seeds, you want to get like a kosher salt or a sea salt. It makes it taste a little bit better. I'm gonna put them on my plate. Oh wow, these are so pretty. So I'm gonna take one just to show you just how crunchy it is. Take one. Flavorful. Do you hear that crunch? Very good. I'm gonna take one more. Delicious. You could eat them with the shell on. You already know that if you love pumpkin seeds. But anyway, if you want the full recipe, want to ask me any questions, email me at itsallgoodtah@gmail.com. I'm also on YouTube now. So you can go to It's All Good Teresa Ford and give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, make a comment, and please subscribe. In the meantime, I hope you learned something today. I hope you liked this show and try the recipes. Until the next time, have fun.